Okay, yeah, I didn't realize you were so big actually that you had people like that using it, but that is huge.
Let's just give it to a couple of people that really love using our product. And then people came up with music videos, with ad creatives, with short films, with all these kinds of. I'm very pumped about Sora.
Aren't we all?
OpenAI, anybody that's got a story to tell comes into Katalist, having an idea, turning into a script, and then turning that script into something visual. Characters and scenes, consistent. You can upload images of people that you want in the story, and where IP adapters can do it in real time with just one image.
Oh, wow. By the way, what are IP adapters? I come across this, but it's not something I've spent a lot of time looking up. I think I saw the definition once and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay.
It's really cool stable diffusion technology that can take a reference image and then kind of does like one shot, like basically zero shot learning. So there's no training involved like it is with Loras.
Wow.
And it can immediately apply it directly into rendering, and you can use it in lots of different ways. So it can be used for bringing people into scenes. It can be used to transform art style. So it's really nice because it's really fast. We also used Loras in the past, but Loras take time to train, and they also take a pretty, it takes at least like 10 or more images as training data set to create them. And so it's not very feasible for our customers to have, kind of like training data set and, wait through the training time, where IP adapters can do it in real time with just one image. So it's a really, really cool technique the community has built for stable diffusion.
What does that stand for, IP?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm a photographer, and some people. I remember a client asked me, "What does DSLR mean?" And I was like, "I actually don't know." It means digital camera, but apart from that, I don't know.
Good thing I know. It means digital single reflex camera, right?
It's something like that, yeah. So we were talking earlier about the other competitors, and I was just wondering, like, how do you differentiate yourself to the others? What do you offer over and above what they do?
For sure. So there's two things that we use, two principles, how we design the product that I believe is differentiating us, I think is the way to really build a really great product. One is control. And this is something that I haven't seen much other people invest in things like how can you tightly control the angle of the camera, the shot size, the composition of the characters, posing characters, all these kinds of things that I think can be overlooked, especially for a consumer product, but are very key for professional use. When you are a creative director or producer and you have a very specific vision in mind that you want to put on the screen, you need this kind of control, and the text prompt is just not enough. And we heavily invest into building a really, really great editor. And the second thing is kind of being really kind of let you get your kind of scripts and ideas easily imported into the software, because we build this tool for pros, and a lot of the time they already have a script written. And that's why it's really important to us. We kind of can take a script, turn it into a storyboard really, really fast, and then give it that control to edit that script and think through the script and iterate it. So it's not so much a kind of like a prompt to video instant generation, even though you can achieve that, but it's more of a, here's your vision, here's your script, and but also all your creative process goes here, where you can still work on it, iterate it, make it better, make it exactly what you want before you show it to your team, show it to your client. More than I think a lot of other tools are kind of like, give us a prompt and we're render a video. And when you get the video, well, you can change it, but don't try because it's hard to do.
Okay, yeah, I didn't realize you were so big actually that you had people like that using it, but that is huge. I guess that leads on to the next question, which is what's the most recent achievements, or what have been your milestones of Katalist?
So the proudest, I think, achievement, the biggest thing we're building so far and we've shipped to our first users is the video feature. It's something that's not publicly available just yet because it's so new.
Oh, can I have a go?
Of course, yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Just, I'll make a note. I'll get you on the beta. We got about it's a very small group. We used to have just less than 10 people on it until last week. We expanded to about 20 people now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And we're going to keep expanding it. So there are a couple of things that we still want to build. That's why it's small, because we figure out things that still need to go in and maybe don't work. But we launched it very recently, just a couple of weeks ago. And this is it's been huge. And it's not just that it was kind of like technically difficult. It's more that we have this really great Discord community that I try to spend as much time with as possible, because the things that people create using the beta are simply outstanding. Because when we first built it, I thought, you know what, let's just give it to a couple of people that really love using our product. Let's just see what they can make. It's probably not going to be much because the product's very early. And then people came up with music videos, with ad creatives, with short films, with all these kinds of things. I thought, this, did they really do it with Katalist, right? No, yeah, it's completely done in Katalist. They just added music to it, right? But all visuals.
Oh, what have you done with music?
So they did music with, I think, something like Udio or Suno. It wasn't with Katalist, but the visuals were, and I was super impressed with the kind of things they managed to do with a very early version of the product. But it does go end to end, so you can turn an entire storyboard into a video with just one click. And what's really, really great is that lots of other tools like Runway, you have to generate every visual separately. Either you kind of have to have images for somewhere, like for Midjourney, or just prompted one by one. But with Katalist, because you already built a storyboard, everything's consistent, you already have your actors posed and all the composition good. When you run it from image to video, it's not as much that can go wrong. So oftentimes, I generate a storyboard. I flip the button. We have a toggle on top that kind of goes into video mode. It just generates all the images to video in a batch. And sometimes I'm this is good. I don't need to make any changes. It's ready to go. And it's been super impressive, and it's been even better seeing what people are making, because I'm super impressed.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, me personally, I'm looking into trying to automate Runway at the moment using Selenium with Python, but I've only just started researching it because it is so annoying having to press generate every 30 seconds because you're in relax mode. So I'm looking for a solution where I can just run it overnight, and in the morning I've got 600 videos or whatever. Don't worry, I won't do that with your service if I get access. Okay, well that's really cool that you're doing a video. Finally, someone is able to do video properly and automate it all in that. So I hope you enjoyed that, whichever part of the Andras at Katalist video that you've watched. If you're interested in signing up to Katalist, there is a link somewhere in the description or in the comments section of this video. So until the next part, please watch the next video that's coming up. So Katalist are actually sponsoring this contest that I've started, which is the best of AI image using any generator, any editor that you want. And all the details are in this video.